Greetings, my hearties, and welcome back to Pixel Piracy, where in the last episode we had a rather large shift in the crew, so I think we're going to be starting off this episode by checking out the crew in particular and taking stock of our current abilities, let's say. So, having a look at Masquerade, though, that being said, the levels of our crew are actually quite high, to be fair. But Masquerade over here, our captain, primarily has combat skills with a couple of useful crew and general ship skills. So Dr. Aura, for example, map reading, treasure hunt, map awareness, those sorts of things. We do have some more points to invest, though, as well, and we probably should at that. I'm thinking getting a lot more health on our people would probably be a good move. But in the meanwhile, let's just get a little bit of extra bonus damage for now. Then intelligence, then we're just going to dump points into vitality. Next up, we've got Phoenix. Now, Phoenix is capable of cleaning, is also a cannon master, which is good, but that's pretty much it. Currently got a glaive, a mini pistol. Let's just see, we've got the Nodashi on Mousy Karina, the flintlock pistol there, also the black cape, which gives them a very, very nice dodge chance, which is very useful, but you can't dodge explosions, as we have noted. Do we have more Nodashi? We do, actually. But the glaive has a 40% chance for next attack to have double the attack range and a 35% chance to hit all enemies in front of you. 80% chance to kill an enemy with less than 20% health, and a 30% chance to hit all enemies in front. I mean, these are good weapons. There is no argument there. I may hand them off to others. What kind of pistols do we have? Do we have more flintlocks? We have got another flintlock. The mini pistol is a bit better right now, though this is a level 10 mini pistol. Perhaps let's try... Yeah, let's try leveling up the flintlock there. I think that's generally a better item. Do we have much here? We've got fast learner, sniper shot, and sailing. Do you have fast learner? You don't. Does Magic Arena have fast learner? Surely you do. Yes, you do. Okay, well, let's get fast learner over here. There you go, Phoenix. You are now going to learn quickly. Marvellous. Get more experience points whilst sailing. Plus 1 experience point per level. So once everyone's got fast learning, it will be worthwhile going through and just giving more people fast learning. You've got 2 points to spend here. We're going to bring your luck all the way up, but you're a very balanced character. Let's try and get your vitality up to 15 though. You've got a dodge chance of 130%. My good lord. You've got Doctor's Aura, Cleaning, Cannon Mastery. Again, you are fragile though, so you take extra damage, but it should be okay. You've got a Giant Hammer, 20% chance to stun an enemy for 5 seconds, and 25% chance to hit all enemies in front of you. We are more than likely going to try and aim to have everyone equipped with weapons that can have multi-hit. I strongly suspect that that's where we're going to be going. And next up, we've got another... person with cannon mastery, cleaning, light steps, sniper shot. I guess I could give you, or sailing. I suppose let's give these ones to naive water bear. As for, we're going to want to bring your dodge chance up a lot. Intelligence is amazing. Your passive experience is plus 70. That is shockingly good. All right, let's start bringing up your agility. We want to get to that to about 30, but with your intelligence, you're going to be gaining that very, very quickly. Viking Spear has 30% chance to hit all enemies in front and 30% chance to increase attack damage by 40%. I think the Nodashi will be better for you here. So there you go. You also have a flintlock pistol. Do we have anything else? Flu medicine, elixir, chef's knife. We don't have a cook, nor do we have, sadly, a fisher, I don't believe. Got toilet study. What? Obror actually knows how to poop. Well done, you, Obror. Now I don't actually recall. I believe Obror is renamed, but do let me know in the comments if any of you remember if that is the case or not. Cleaning, combat evasion. You are a cook, so we do have 1 cook. In that case, chef's knife for you. But we need someone who is going to be able to take care of fishing as well. Well, we've got 2 people set up for cannon mastery. I think you've got cannon mastery reasonably high. You've got it fairly low. I'm going to pop you onto ship's crew, just so that you will help out with just cleaning the ship and taking care of things in a general sense. We need to get a crate so that we can gather up some more animals. Ship setup, as far as things go, not looking too terribly bad, though I do want to move these up a little bit. In fact, I want to make this section just proud, just a little bit. Now, sadly, I lack the edge pieces, so it's going to be something that we're going to have to wait on. Nor do I have the railings there, but this will do for the time being. There we go, and we will add these on the very front. There we go, and maybe these as well. And no, we need to get rid of that. There we go. And then we can pop that one in there. There we are. That looks a bit better. I want to bring out the castle area back here, and I also want to take away some of the stairs, if we can. We've got a lot of ways for cannon shells to make it into the bowels of the ship, and that is not a good idea. I think having maybe stairs right at the front, because then for things to go down the ladders, the cannonball would have to have a very high arcing trajectory to go straight down, whereas stairs over here, a shallow trajectory would be able to get through. So maybe taking away the stairs back here would be a good move. Let's go ahead and deal with that right now then, and get rid of all these stairs going down. There we go. Now I don't have any windows to place in. I guess I could add a few if I do. Let's have a look. I've got some cannon windows. Not exactly what I was looking for, but I guess we could have one here and there. There we go. Not quite what we're aiming for, but it'll do for now. We've got 1 cannon, but we don't have any cannonballs, I do not believe. We've got another sail, though. If we can get enough mass, then I could set that up. We've got a lot of rum. So let's go ahead and pop down plenty of rum down there. And now that I've done that, I kind of want to... no, I'll leave that one there for now. But we're going to need to bring a lot of food inside and set all of this up for our cooks to manage. Also, with the less stairways going down, less ladders, I've got more floor space as well. Alright, I think that's good enough. This should hopefully mean that our crew are going to spend most of their time safe inside from being attacked. We'll see how that goes, though. I don't believe there's anything left on this island, though, so it's time for us to head on out. Now, we've got very good vision radius. I think we should probably hang tight to level 4s and level 3s, perhaps, and just generally try and make our way around there. Now, we've got a couple of islands. I mean, this is a level 4 island. There's a level 5 neutral. We can go up, hit a couple of these islands, and then make our way onwards, I think. Sure. Let's be out on the open seas. Also, we'll get a better idea of now how the crew are doing. Honestly, having rum available to them is just so much better than having to pay their wages. So much cheaper. Also, it seems the coaster was stuck to the bottom of my mug there. Right, let's have a quick gander. Anyone around here? There are, but we lack any cannonballs to use. You may notice that the font is a lot easier to use, to read at the moment. That is one of the more recent upgrades. Right, let's get everyone out. We are going to go ashore and try and deal with all of you at the same time, if we are able. Right, there we are. Everyone get involved. There we go. Now, as long as we can... oh, well, that was actually pretty cool. We managed to get a good shot there. Where are you going? No, no, no. You need to get involved with this person. Let's try and focus fire so that we can pull them down as quickly as we can. Magic Arena actually has one of the lowest health pools of the entire crew, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Right, try and keep everyone together, because that forces them to have basically no dodge whatsoever. The more people that are alive nearby, the less our dodge will count. Now, we have put a lot of effort into keeping our dodge nice and high, so that won't really affect it too badly, but right now we are seeing a lot of split attention, which isn't working very well for us. There we go. Now, we'll start to regenerate a bit. Let's see, we want to find out what's here. Let's open you up. We got some gold, an elixir, nothing too terrible. We'll take out all of the animals as we go. There we are. Gotta get those tortoise shells. Or turtle shells, I'm not sure if they're tortoise shells or turtle shells. Flintlock pistol is leveling up as well. Always good to get tortoise claw there. Always good to get as many level ups on our weapons as we can, especially with the low level flintlocks that I just gave out. Alright, but if we can get some cannonballs, then it'll make a lot of the fighting much, much easier for us. But that wasn't a bad start to the episode. Let's continue on, hitting up level 4 areas. This is apparently a town. Are you sure about that? I feel that you're lying. I feel that there is lies. There we go. No? Okay, whatever's there, we don't know. So my curiosity begs. I need to go out there. Maybe we'll find a maelstrom. Maybe we'll find a kraken. Who knows? Hopefully it isn't a kraken. And if it is, hopefully it isn't the kind of kraken you find in Thea 2, because those things are terrifying. I mean, krakens are terrifying anyway, but the krakens in Thea 2 are especially terrifying. When you would rather fight 2 dragons than 1 kraken, you know that there is something up. And almost there. There we go. And yes, I have been playing Thea a little bit in my downtime of late. Alright, nothing here whatsoever. That's always a bit of a shame, but oh well. We've got another town over there we can go check out. Ooh, why are you much... Oh, right, okay, of course, these are neutral, and that is an actual Viking. But I think we're going to hit up the islands for now and just see what there is to see. So, let's get on and see if we can't get some more treasure and or equipment from these locations. Now, fighting islands isn't as good as fighting ships because we can't plunder the ships. We don't get a load of cash afterwards, and we've added so many barrels here specifically so that we can plunder the ships. So that's a little bit of a problem for us. We still need to get someone who can fish, though, as that is a pretty solid way to keep our crew fed, though. To be perfectly honest, at the point that we're at now, the money we get from fighting, maybe it isn't that much of a concern. Because honestly, I would prefer to buy the super pots rather than have loads of fish all over the place. What we will need to get is rum and fruit at every opportunity, and of course cannonballs as well, and cannons themselves. If we can get a line of cannons down here, then that would actually be pretty awesome. We've got 3 people who can shoot a cannon, so having 3 cannons is the ideal. 2 masts, 3 cannons, that would be pretty nice. But I will bring you back when we're at the island and there's something to see. And here we go. It's a nice nighttime island raid. Looks like we've got a lot of healthy enemies, but we should be able to manage this. Alright, let's get everyone together. Everyone over here, please and thank you. There we go. And I'll pop some more rum down on in the hold once we're here. Right, I would like everyone focus firing on them. There we go. Let's just take them down as quickly as we can. Keep focusing, and there we go. That was a nice hit. Right, go for them. They've got fairly low health, which shouldn't be hard for us to deal with. And them again. There we are. Marvellous. Now, we could just return to our own ship at this point, and it would be fairly easy to deal with, because the enemy are unlikely to be able to swim, whereas we can. So if we got punched off the edge, then we would just reappear on the boat. Whereas if they do, then it's a nice quick kill. But we don't get anything they might drop. I don't actually know if enemies do drop items in the way that you might be used to in other games, but it may be the case. Right, there we go. Perfect. I mean, they do drop weapons at the very least, but I don't know if they drop anything else specifically. I can't recall. It has been that long since we played. Oh, hello. Wasn't what I was expecting, but sure. That was an awful lot of experience points there. My god. Okay, can we do that again? No. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's get down here. We may actually have some level ups to deal with in just a moment. That was a kaboom. Do not want those. I can't believe I didn't notice that it was the cannonballs, not the kabooms, that were taking us out in the last episode. That was definitely a lesson that's going to sting for a while. All right, let's get back aboard, and while we're here, let's go ahead and pop down some booze. Get some rum down in the belly of the ship, and also in front of the captain. That should be good for the time being. The citrus is gone from up top. That's actually really, really nice to see. Perfect, in fact. Alright, everyone, you can get back aboard. You can go and drink yourselves out of being sad. And while you're doing that, I guess I should also look at the crew, see if anyone... Yes, everyone needs a level up. In fact, most people have several level ups. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to get your intelligence up to a passive upgrade of 30 there. Let's see. We've picked up quite a few things, actually. Ship repair, map awareness, counterattack, Doctor Aura, and combat focus. Okay, well, Mouse Karina, first and foremost, you get map awareness. We always want to keep pushing your map awareness further and further and further. Doctor Aura. Do you have Doctor Aura? You do not. I would like it if everyone had Doctor Aura. And to some degree, having... actually, you know what? I'm going to put you on ship crew, but having ship repairer with the cook might be a good idea, because I'm not going to have our cook doing gunnery, for example. So you've already got ship repair. Never mind, then I've already thought of that one. Okay, well, I guess having ship repair on the cannoneers, it's not the best place, because once I've got enough crew, I want to just be able to have the people who load the cannons be the gunners. And I feel that if I do that, they're not going to want to do things like ship repair, which is a bit of a problem, but oh well. Combat focus, let's get that for you, and counterattack, let's also get that. There you go. Very, very nice indeed. We've got Tortoise Claw, 600 experience points on consume. You know what, sure, you can have that one straight away. There's no real worry about that. Right, let's go back to Mascarina. Phoenix, how do we want to level you? It's all about agility for you for the time being. We've got Tally Fireheart. You're very good with that. We do not need to worry about that at all. I'm going to keep pushing your vitality up to at least 15. Intelligence is great. Agility needs to go up for Water Bear. Oh, the amount of points you get, my lord. And same over here. Let's continue. Oh, actually, I should have put those into int. That was my bad. But we'll continue to push the agility until we've got at least 100% dodge. I think that's the safest place for us to be overall. Now let's wait for everyone to get back on board, and then we can make our way out. There you go. You're going to go and have a drink? Hopefully you are. Yes, you are. Perfect. All right, on to the next island. Now we've got quite a few islands nearby. We've even got a couple of level 4 pirates to go and say hello to. And here we are. It is an island entirely populated by spiders and crabs. Okay, this is going to be a bit of an interesting one, because they can stun. Alright, well, I guess time for us to see how our dodge skill is going to, how well that's going to do for us. Let's get over into the island and just take on the spiders as they approach. Alright, go. Hopefully we can take them down pretty quickly. There is no guarantee for that. Let's just watch them go for it. We're not getting that much skill for this, but hopefully we're getting a lot of skill out of the actual, for the weapons that we're using, because we're going to be attacking several times. Now let's make sure that our crew are doing alright there. Yeah, everyone's doing okay for health. You're about... No. Get away from the edge, because not all of you can swim yet. Let's try and be a bit more sensible, eh? There we go, there we are. Try and take them out as quickly as we can now. I can see that some of them are getting a bit low. Knife Water Bear in particular. Let's give you an elixir then, 20% of life. In fact, I'm going to give you 2. There you go. I don't want to have any risk of any of our crew going down. We've already lost enough crew. I'm not going to lose any to spiders of all things. There we go. Let's just finish these off. Now, normally this would have been a terrifying place to approach, but as things stand, not too bad, actually. Not too bad at all. Okay, so a couple of peeps were a little bit poisoned. A little bit. That's fine. Seems that the Doctor Aura did its thing. There we go. Now, it's a shame that the Doctor Aura doesn't stay active even outside. Inside combat. It's something that only triggers outside of combat. But, oh well. Alright, let's see what we got here. We've got nothing in particular, just a bit of gold. Alright, let's see what's in the crab nest. Meat or matey? Apparently, matey or me hearty. What? Never mind. I thought it was something that they were saying in front of the cave. Meat or matey. And in my head, it was like, oh, is this a possibility of just getting more crabs to fight or a pet crab? But no, I just read it wrong. It should have been meat or matey, though, and I will die on that hill. Right, okay, well, that was good enough. An animal island, though we do need to drop down quite a lot more booze as well. Let's get some more rum down. Continue to manage people's expectations. I'm wondering if it might not be better to have just 2-tile areas. I guess, looking at the size of our characters, they might be able to fit in a 1-tile area, but I would feel better with 2. So instead of these lofty halls, we could have each deck only being 2 tiles tall. I think that might be better, except for the deck right beneath the actual top of the ship. I think I kind of like the added space there, but we'll see. We will see. That would definitely allow us to fit more stuff into the ship as we go. Right, onwards and upwards, hopefully. Okay, this got a group of regular pirates. Nothing too dangerous looking though, so we should be able to manage this one. In fact, it looks easy enough that I'm not even going to worry about trying to make sure that everyone is together when we get on the island. They're all far enough away that we should be able to engage them long before they manage to clump up on us. There we go, let's move on. Now, which ones of you... Well, you know what? None of them have got that much more health than the others, so we may as well just engage as and where we see fit. There we go, let's get involved. Now, it's good when they do clump up, even though that kind of works against our dodge ability. It does mean that our ability to hit multiple enemies at the same time starts to really get the most bang for buck. There we go. And looks like everyone is managing quite well. We're either dodging most of the hits or just hull tanking it in a sense. Look, the body is a hull, okay? The brain is just piloting it. Alright, we've got tribal statue. Might get some TP there. So let's get everyone next to it. And... No, we get some tribals with axes and swords. Never mind. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. I guess we haven't got that much karma going for us at the moment, considering how many crew we lost. Maybe they just don't feel that there's any use in giving us any TP anymore. We don't know what to do with it. Right, there we go. We got a little bit of cash, nothing too amazing. Definitely not enough to make any significant upgrade, but we did just get a tribal totem. Now, what be that? Is that something I can place on the ship? I wonder. It does not look like it, sadly. Oh well, maybe something for our crew then. And we should all have a couple of points to spend. Very happy about that. I think here, though, I'm going to want to continue pushing up our intelligence where we can. Let's try and get up to 20 there on Karina. We've got 2 points here. Again, let's just start investing in... well, actually, for Phoenix, we need to continue pushing dodge, I think. We'll get vitality up to 15 here, and then we're going to start pushing the rest into intelligence for a little while, try and get that up to 20. And then for Naive Autopay, again, we really want to keep pushing agility until we get the dodge chance up to at least 100. Now, what are the things we've got? Tribal Totem, plus 10% damage and plus 5 strength. That is quite amazing. We've also got cleaning. We can hand that out to someone. A grindstone. What level is that? Would this have a decent chance? Yeah, sure, we can use it on there. Spider X hatches a spider on consume. Spider pet? At this point, I really just want a pet, okay? But sure, let's go ahead and bump that up. I mean, the auto elixir is nice, but I'm not really concerned about your health at the moment. You've got enormous amounts of health. So I think having the tribal totem plus 10% damage as well as plus 5 strength is a pretty huge upgrade for you. Spider, I kind of want to know. You know what? Let's make sure that everyone's on the ship first, and then we're going to try and hatch some spiders. Let us find out if we do indeed get spider friends. We'll only use one, because it might be that the spider is more of like an ad for a battle. It doesn't really hang around. You just you deploy them and in the middle of a fight, and then hopefully they will help you out before they get killed. But we'll see. All right, let's go ahead. Knife Waterby, you just leveled up. Well done, you. Let's get a couple more points in there, and you are going to have a spider egg. Tonk. Let's find out. Is it ours? I don't think it is. I think it may in fact be that this is just a wild creature, and if I had a cage, I could then capture it as a pet. But who knows? You know what? We're going to try and sail off, and hopefully you don't die when we leave. We've got a pirate down there that I'm very eager to get back to. Very much keen on starting to actually face some pirates rather than islands. But let's see. Do you stick around on the ship? You do. I don't think you're a pet, but you know what? We're going to keep you around. You can be our mascot. You're a pet in everything but name. Right, let's find out what we've got on this island. We've been to a lot of... Oh, spider islands, okay. And island bandits with incredibly little health. Right here. Let's get ourselves over here. Hopefully our spider friend stays around, doesn't eat our food. Now, spiders can, in fact, spawn naturally if you just have dark enough areas. So if we wanted a spider army, then all we would need is an area with no lanterns, which can accrue spiders, and then we can tame them as and when we get the opportunity. I think that would be marvellous. Now, who's the most significant risk to us? Probably the spiders, but let's try and just murder everyone at the same time with our multi-hit weapons. And then the spiders we can take care of as and when. There we go. You've actually got a reasonable amount of survivability there. Kind of impressive, honestly. Right, there we go. The last couple we need to clean up. We've got a tribal hook there as well. You know what? I was a little bit dismayed with the fact that obviously on islands you're not getting the opportunity to plunder a ship. But I will be honest with you, these are very good places to train up your crew as long as you have a crew that is you're confident will be able to handle the damage. Got a little bit more gold. Yeah, I really feel that just visiting a couple of islands is doing the world of good for our levels. As well as, well, just other random things that we're picking up. I'm a little bit surprised by how good the skill book collections have been. Really need to get you fast walking, Phoenix Delia. My lord, that is going to slowly drive us to madness. Right, let's go ahead and check out. We've got a couple more points. 20 is good enough, then I'm going to take Vitality up to 20 on Masquerina. Continue invest only in agility. And you're good. What did we pick up? Sailing. You've got sailing. Does anyone here not have sailing? You have sailing. You have sailing. And you do not. So let's get sailing over here. Every member of the crew now has sailing. Quite happy with that, actually. Very happy with that. Right, let's get your intelligence up to at least 10, and then we'll start focusing on dexterity, and then just start pumping everything again into agility. I like having round numbers, okay? Actually, before we move, let me just make sure that everyone is indeed on here. Scurvy. Okay, let's make sure that we pop down food, because we've got plenty of fruit that we can put down. There's some citrus, some watermelons, there we go. That should do you all good. Alright. Go and eat, cure that scurvy, and while you're doing it, let's head on to an actual fight. Now my hope is that if we can get an entire crew with ship repair, then we can just weather the storm of cannon fire, repairing the blocks as they go, especially if we double thick the main deck, so that we can just absorb the initial volleys and then fight on our own terms, especially considering then the enemy won't be tempted to carry around cannonballs. Engage them, of course. Have a look at your ship. We are going through the boarding phase. We're not in boarding range yet, which is a shame. Is there any way that I can speed that up? There doesn't seem to be. But it looks like the enemy are relatively easy to take out. Got a couple of bits. I wouldn't mind getting that mast, for example. We'll see what we can do. Right, 5 seconds. That's all array. Ready to go. And let's be on our way. There we go. Now, most of the Captain Just... Yeah, you're not going to be any trouble at all. Let's take you on. Try and gather them into a group when there's these few pirates and they've got this low health. Actually having them in a group is just going to make things easier for us. Sorry, Panda. There we go. Parrot. And let's find out what we've got in here. We've got a bottle of rum. Nice. Okay. Now that will be a straight up, like an item for restoring morale. Other than that, I think this is good. Let's hope we get some more masts. Because once we've got enough, I will set up a second sail. In fact, we probably have enough that I could pull that down a little bit, if I'm perfectly honest. We could see what we can do with that. Having 2 sails would greatly enhance the speed of the ship. Or at least as I recall it will. Well, let's find out what we're going to get. We've got 1,049. Not bad at all. 377 gold for that. I don't know if the barrels have any impact on the likelihood of retaining components. But I feel that it might. Or at least I want it to, at the very least. Alright, we're going to hit these 3 islands on the way to these pirates. Though, Armory, Grocery Store, Tavern. Armory, Grocery Store, Tavern, Library of Wisdom. No, I need some better shops for what we're going to want. We want to get some more ship components, if possible. Okay, this looks like a bit of a more interesting prospect to try and take on. Let's get overboard. Well, ashore, not overboard. That would be bad. And see what we can do early on. Thankfully, the shrimps have got incredibly low health. But we should be able to work our way through the rest of them over here. There we go. And there we are. That actually was not a difficult fight at all. In fact, that was trivially easy. And what we've got there, we've got a little bit of crab meat, I believe. And let's find out what we've got. Got another elixir. We were actually starting to stockpile elixirs, which is quite nice. And once again, a bunch of tribes. It's been a while since the tribal statues has rewarded us in any way. Though I suppose the experience points we're getting from this is a reward in and of itself when you think about it. Do we need to place down some more rum? We don't know. And we're okay for the fruits for the time being. Alright, so far so good. Let's have a look at what we actually picked up from the ships though. We got, in terms of decorations, quite a few more blocks and hull components. Still lacking mast pieces. But you know what, let's take away everything up here and see if we can't fashion some better masts. So if we make each of these 6 tall. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can't place a sail on that. Mast with good visibility. Height 8 blocks. Dread. Okay, so 1, 2. Alright, so the other one is going to need to go over here. And we can start building it up right now, but it's going to take a while to get there. Maybe I've got to remove the bottom here? I'm not quite sure about that. But let's just see if this will fit in. With good visibility... Oh. Alright. Never mind. How bizarre. That will do for now then. We'll put the crow's nest up there. As for the pirate flag... Height 3 blocks. Maybe we can place it over here. Who knows? For the time being, maybe that will be the best thing for us to do. until we can get another actual sail up and running. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and pop in the pirate flag. There we go. Ah. That is literally 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It might have to be exactly that many blocks off the floor. I'm not entirely sure about that, but we'll see what we can puzzle out in the future regardless. Right, with that done, you know what? These half blocks are actually more trouble than they are worth for me. So let's see if we can't adjust this around a little bit. Okay, as you can see, I've made a couple of changes. We have begun the process of shrinking the lower decks, or at least in height, but I can't touch the middle deck yet because many of the things on the middle deck haven't actively been used as yet. What on earth is going on here? Oh, there's doggos. I wish I could capture you. But many of the food around here have been partially consumed, so I can't actually move them off the deck yet. Why aren't you coming? Oh, no. I have stuck you. My bad. Would you like to join us now? There we go. This way. Oops. Yeah, my bad. Never let me deal with the ship when you're on it. It's going to be bad times for everyone involved. We'll just pop that one back there. There we go. Right. But once this is all done, we will be adding in the lower deck. The mid deck with a much better height so we can fit more things in. So less of the ship is taken up with basically empty space, which is the case right now. I do want the deck that most of the crew spend their time on to be reasonably large, so it doesn't feel too claustrophobic for them. But for the lower decks, I think it would be fine to let them be much narrower. There we go. Also, I might take away some of the lanterns again, just to promote spider growth, as we can then use that as a bit of training whilst out on the ocean. And also, maybe just remove the lanterns from where they are, rather than fill them in with barrels, because I should imagine that spiders will need room to actually lay the webs. They're not going to just be able to put webs over the top of the barrels. We'll see how that goes, though. I'm not 100% on the way that functions. Well, that wasn't a bad little island visit there. Let's get everyone aboard. There we go. You can play some cards. I do need to actually put down some rum, though, as well. Let's pop down some rum on the lower levels, just so you have something to take your mind off everything. I will also put some citrus down there as well. There we go. That should be good for now. We are getting through a lot of the items up here. So we've only got 2 piles of fish, 3 piles of fish, a soup pot, and a watermelon to eat our way through. Alright, I think we're going to skip over this island and we're just going to jump straight into a whole host of battles with a view to then heading over onto this island over at Herman and finding out what treasure awaits. Alright then, this is a neutral ship and it's probably one of the last ships we're going to hit before we head on to our treasure island. Now, even this ship, though, is relatively easy for us to take on based on just how skillful our crew is. You'll notice that they are not in the best of moods, however, and that is largely because we ran out of rum a little while ago, and of course we can't put more rum onto the deck unless we stop off at an island. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing now. Right, so the rest of the crew can head on back whilst our captain goes and opens these chests. There we go. Find out what we've got in there. Auto elixir. Now, we've had a good many skill books, and I've just been applying them as necessary. For the most part, it's just been giving them to someone who already had the skill and just getting that skill upgraded a little bit. But as you can see, we've actually got quite a nice little bit of cash over here. Now then, on that note, let's go and check in on our crew and see where their skills lie. I think at this point I'm going to continue rising intelligence for Mouse Karina. But let's have a look at the skill books that we've just picked up. We've also got 2 treasure maps. In fact, you know what? I'm going to use both of them and we'll find out where we're going. Cleaning, no, the captain doesn't do that. Counterattack, though, captain already has reasonable skill at that. We don't have sailing on the captain because I want other skills. Sniper shot, though. Do you have sniper shot? Doesn't look like you do. Never mind. Map awareness, though. We're now up to map awareness 6. Ship repair is not for you. Headshot will be a nice one, though. So let's have a look over here. Now, you do have counterattack. And at this point, everyone does. So I'm just basically leveling them up a little bit. You have cleaning, but I'll take cleaning up to 2. I don't really know what cleaning is going to do for you. The ship repair. Do you have ship repair? You do not. Well, now you do. I know I was saying that I don't want to give it to our Canonese, but at this point, there's a reasonable argument to be made about giving skills out like this, at least at the first level, to everyone on the ship, and then just toggling their roles based on what I want them to do. Like, for example, if I want them to weather the cannon barrage, then just switch them to ship repair. If I want them to actually be firing back, then obviously have them doing that. We'll give headshot to you. Do you have sniper shot? You do not. Well, now you do. And everyone at this point has sailing to some degree. Now, in regards to everything, we've actually started to accrue a reasonable amount of items there. We've got 2 people who need some points invested, very nearly at the amount of agility that we need. So close now. But both of you need a little bit of a pick-me-up, so you can have some rum there. It will make you a bit drunk for now. And for Phoenix as well, but other than that, we should actually, Mouse Karina needs some as well. There you go. Everyone should be in a bit of a better place now. Right, with that, it's time for us to make our way over to the new island. Now, we've got 3 islands right next to us, which is actually pretty nice. And we've also got a level 4 town. I think we're going to find out what's at the island of Herman. Then we will make our way on to the town, and that's where we're going to be wrapping up the episode. We've more or less emptied out this deck. Just got a last little bits of food to eat up, and then we're good. But it seems that quite a lot of the pirates, it's almost like it's radiating out in this way, they're pathing. So even though this is further away than that, it's close as the crow flies, so they go for this instead, which is a little bit of a bother, but we should be able to clear out that lower deck reasonably fast. Not seen any spiders' webs yet, despite the fact that we've got a spider pet down there. And some more shrimp. Okay, well, let's go and deal with this then. I thought we were on the way to an island, but apparently not. Fair enough. Well, let's clear this area up. It's not too rough. In fact, the golems here shouldn't be any realistic opposition to us at this stage. Let's go through, just wipe out everything we can, and the rest of the crew can head on back. That's fine. Let's just make sure the captain grabs the last bits of treasure. There we go. And have we got everything else? There we go. We'll grab these feathers as well. They will be useful. They do give us a bit of an experience boost, so not a bad thing to pick up regardless. And Obor, let's get you tanked up with a little bit more rum. There you go. Now we do have rum to put down. I just can't place it down, which is the frustrating part. Right, let's find out what we get. Hefty 377 gold. Not too bad at all. But that wasn't where we intended to go. No. We wanted to be all the way over here. So let's go and find out what there is to find out at Herman. And then, in the next episode, we'll go and check out those other 2 maps as well. And that should give us a decent amount of cash. Hopefully, the town just to the south of us has a wide array of shops, because I am ready to spend a lot of money. Alright then, X marks the spot. It is an island full of dogs and cats. Very well, dogs and cats are living together. The world has gone wild. Now, we're going to need someone with a shovel in order to access this, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's just get through the spiked bush. We'll clean up everything around here nice and fast, ideally. Though the dogs are very dodgy, it seems. There we go. And hopefully... Yes, I understand the morale penalty for killing wild dogs. I too feel a little bit bad about it. But my goodness, they are very good at dodging them. It seems that most of the time it's only our special abilities that are actually killing them off. There we are. And if we should ever be able to get through this dodge... Now, on the plus side, we're also incredibly dodgy when there's only one of them. So them having a high dodge just means that we're training our combat skills constantly, which is a bit of an interesting one. There we go. Come on. There we are. Let's get everyone involved in this, please and thanks. And there we go. Everyone should get down there. Let's get the captain involved. We've got a cat over yonder. And there we go. You know what? You have inherited the island. You may stay. Right, let's get everyone back. And our captain shall switch out to a shovel and dig this up. So, we want the shovel. There you go. Level 5 shovel. Yoink. And open. A decent amount of gold, actually. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Right, let's give you back your Nadashi. We've got a reasonable amount of weapons now. My goodness. That is a lot. Have we got much in the way? Oh, we've got a lot in the way of pistols, too. Does anyone not have a flintlock pistol? You do. Looks like everyone has a flintlock pistol, yeah. We could afford to give everyone a Nadashi if we really wanted to. This is pretty good, but that stun is quite amazing. No, I think keeping that as is. The glaive is a possibility to get rid of. It's just got such incredible DPS. No, I think we'll keep hold of the rest of the weapons for the time being. Did we pick up anything there interesting? Yeah, map reading. Okay, well, you can have that up to level 6. And sniper shot can go to someone else. Grindstone, I'll use there. Glasses allows you to make out details. We're not going to be going with that one, but I will consume all of the wolf's claws and all of the feathers. There we are, and continue to pump your intelligence. You may as well at this point, really. Sniper shot. Does anyone not have sniper shot? I would like everyone to have it if they can. Yeah, pretty much everyone does. So in that case, the captain can get an upgrade. Actually, no, I believe the captain is one of the only people who doesn't have it. There we go. We'll just start bumping up Phoenix. Okay. We do have salted fish that I can give for a morale buff. But what we can do at long last is pop down some rum in the bowels of the ship. There we go. All of the rum, in fact. We'll also pop down some fruits. There we go. Get rid of some of that scurvy. And the watermelon over there as well. Right, okay. Let's get back aboard. And on our way. Really? Did you have to do that? That was just defiance. I'm fairly certain they were maintaining eye contact while they did that. Thank you very much for cleaning that up. There we are. Get on yourselves down there. Get your bellies full of rum and or fish. And very soon we'll work through this soup pot and this last morsel of fish. Everyone is getting down there to get drunk. I mean, you know, to be fair, it has been a while. You've probably forgotten the taste of alcohol. Right, but with that done, and our treasure map secured, we've got a bunch of nice towns around here, actually. But let's head on down to Friendly Corner. That sounds like a nice place to go and visit, doesn't it? To wrap up an episode at Friendly Corner. I'm reasonably confident now with how competent our crew is and how survivable they are. But I would prefer to have the ship properly clad so it can withstand a lengthy cannon barrage whilst the crew are repairing it. Before we go and start tangling with the level 5s and definitely the level 6s. We don't want to lose the entire crew again. Also, oh really? Bloody shrimp everywhere. Also, once we've taken care of the just the cladding on the ship, I would like to start getting more people on here as well, hiring some more crew. At this point, I'm a little bit worried because obviously our main force is very capable. So perhaps I would change all of the pirates that we currently have on the ship to boarders and only use them on excursions, whilst the lower level characters take their time and build up some skills and survivability. You can absolutely do that, and it's probably well worth the doing of. There we are, nice little level up there. Perfect. Alright, let's get back aboard. We've still got plenty of run down there. Slowly working through the last of the fish, and we've actually started on the soup pot at long, long last. There we are, 377 gold. Nothing to sniff at, certainly. Let's see what points we can invest, and oh, so close. We're only 5 points away there. I think for Tally, we're going to take your vitality all the way up to 20, so you've got a base armor of 2. I think that would be very, very nice. Right, let us continue on our way then, across to the town and see what there is to see. All right, here we go. We've got a docking fee of 50 ducats. Doubloons, pieces of 8, however you want to put it. We've also got a rumour man over yonder. Right, let's pay off your fee. There we go. We don't want any debt collectors coming after us. We've got weapons, food, items, and a witch. Okay. Nothing else really here, which is a bit of a shame, but we can make a bit of cash, the very least, over here. We can buy a fishing rod, which I'm going to do. But honestly, everything else, I feel that we need to start selling because, oh my goodness. Give me a few moments. Okay, that has made quite the dent in our weapon supply. Actually, let's have a look also at the ranged weapons. I believe we'll only have a couple of mini pistols and a flintlock pistol as well. Now, there's nowhere here that we'll be able to recruit people, so that's not really going to be a concern for us. I would like to get, let's think. Let's get some citrus. I'll take all of those. I will take the 5 ramen bowls as well. And sure, let's buy a bunch of their meat. 3 soup pots. And do you have any more fruits? Sure. Yeah, it looks like we can just buy fruit forever, but I'll just grab a bunch of watermelon. There we go. We want a load of rum. I'm going to take this all the way down to 5,000, and that should be good enough for us for now. Now then, under items, what do we have? Combat focus, Dr. Aura, sailing, ship repair, do you have? Swimming, you do not. Exceptionally sad. Very well. Combat evasion, Hawkeye, not really something we desperately need, so I'm not going to worry too much about that one. Let's have a look. We should have some things that we can sell off. All of the oyster shells, for example, can go. The kabooms can go. I'll never use them, so I don't see any reason to keep them. The spider venom, I just don't know. I think we're going to get rid of it. I don't see us ever using that one. Saying, well, the glasses we can keep around just in case. I guess... Oh, we've got the fishing skill book. Well, wasn't that a rather good turn of events? That was very, very lucky. Right, let's have a look. Bounty board. Wanted dead or alive. Lyman Lucker for overcooking beef. The scoundrel. Bounty paid for proof of demise. I'll do it. Okay, island of Dodgeville. Okay. I will see what I can do. Now, arsenic potion, when consumed, kills a pirate. I can't see a good reason to have that. I'm going to be honest. A crystal that glows. But why? I don't understand. Not gonna lie, don't understand. Very confused. Now then, I'm not gonna place down all of the wonderful food that I've got because I want my pirates to finish up eating this so I can lower this whole deck. That being said, maybe we could make a little bit of a change. You know what, sure. Let's go ahead and see what I can do with the bits that I got. Okay, there we go. Now then, I've brought the deck down a little bit. I've changed the colour of the back walls. We've added a second layer of deck up there and also fortified the rear of the vessel. And given a bit more of a taper on this side. However, one thing I noticed is when I took away the bowsprit, I no longer had a bowsprit to put down. I have one piece, but not the rest, and I suspect that it's hidden in this menu. I just can't access it because no scroll bar. So we're just going to have to get somewhere and get rid of that at some point. I did just go ahead and I got rid of the food that was there. There wasn't really any point in keeping it there. I've got more than enough food to take us forward. I would like some citrus, some watermelon, and regular fruit over here. I'm going to put down the soup pot, a ramen bowl, and some meat over here. And you know what? Sure, I'll put some fish as well. And then we'll just have a bit of rum on the lower decks. That should keep our pirates very, very happy, I would hope. Now, in the future, we're going to need a lot more barrels, and that's pretty much what the lowest deck is just going to be. Just all barrels to make for much more efficient plundering of enemy ships. But I think that is a good enough setup for us for now. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get one of our peeps to be able to fish. And I think the lucky peep in question is going to be you. There you go. You've now got the maximum dodge chance we wanted. And this one, I'm just going to take your intelligence up a little bit further. But we are... Ooh, anti-parasite drug out there. That's right. Fishing for you. There we go. And from henceforth, fishing rod is your primary weapon. Up until the point that I need to get you into a fight. That should be fine for now. What are the ones we got? We got Dr. Aurora. Do you have Dr. Aurora? You do not, so you can have it. You do have counterattack. I think almost everyone does. And we will go ahead and we will give the map awareness again to Mousy Karina. There we go. Map awareness is now almost level 7, which is kind of amazing. And with that, I think we're done. Let's have a quick look at the map. We can now see a redonkulous distance around ourselves. We've got a couple of islands to visit. We've got the Bounty over yonder. We've got so many pirates to slay. All right, I think that is a good place for us to wrap up today's episode. We need to find ourselves a place where I can buy components for the ship. I think from this point forward, I'm more or less settled on this ship being our ship, and I'm simply going to build it up. I'm not going to be looking to capture another vessel. That is very, very useful very early on in the game, where you can just go out with the most basic raft and immediately upgrade to a somewhat complete ship, and you'll have more components then to upgrade it even further. But for now, we're going to be sticking with this one and just building it up as we can go. Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. But that's going to be it from me. So until next time, and as always, do leave a like if you liked, and sub if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Do take care, everyone.